Hi guys, Stitch Witch here with another tutorial, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to make just an easy scarf. I am going to be using half double crochet clusters and the herringbone half double crochet stitch. We're going to have a lot of fun, and let's get started. Now the yarn that I'm using today is by Hobie. It's called Fantasy. It's 100% acrylic. And let me flip it over here. It's about 164 yards and it's recommending a 6mm crochet hook. I am going to go ahead and use my 6.5 because I do like a little bit more drape. Let me get this label off here. This is very pretty. Look at all the colors. This is going to be fun to work with. All right, let's get started. Okay, first we have our slip knot, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and chain 30 or any even number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, get some more yarn, 17, 18, 19, and 20. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop at 20 instead of 30. But like I said, any even amount of stitches will work. So let's just go ahead and begin. Now row 1, in the third chain from the hook, we're going to do a herringbone half double crochet. So we're going to yarn over like we're going to do our half double, and we're going to go in 1, 2, and this third stitch right here. We're going to pull up. You have 3 loops on your hook. You are going to grab that third loop, pull it through the second, and that leaves 2. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through 2. That is a herringbone half double. Again, yarn over, go into the next stitch and pull up a loop, pull that loop through the second loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Let's do it a couple more times. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, take this loop right here, and we're going to pull it through this loop. Now you have 2 loops left on your hook. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through both of those. Yarn over into the next stitch, pull up a loop, take that third loop and pull it through the second loop, yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Now let's keep going till the end of the row. This kind of does take some getting used to. It had me baffled a little bit when I first learned it, but it is a lot of fun and it has a nice texture to it, and I love stitches with texture. Yarn over, pull through the second loop. There we go. And this is a ball of yarn I got from one of those mystery boxes from Hobie. I am not quite sure how big of a scarf I'm going to get out of it, but we're going to see. And if it turns out not to be quite long enough to be an actual scarf, I am going to turn it into, I will figure out, I'll turn it into something. Not quite sure what. Maybe an infinity scarf or a cowl. Those are always nice. And we just keep doing the herringbone half double crochet all the way across until we get to the end of the row. I love this yarn. It is nice and soft. It's working easy. Okay, we're almost at the end of the row. Last stitch. We got that completed. And I know because of the darkness of the yarn, it is kind of hard to see, but there is some really nice texture in that stitch. Love it. Okay, now row 2, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. In the first stitch, we are going to work a half double crochet cluster. What we do is we yarn over. We are going to put our hook into that first stitch, yarn over and pull a loop back through, yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch, yarn over and pull a loop back through, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on the hook. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through all 5. Now the next stitch, we are just going to put 1 single crochet. And we're going to repeat that over and over and over until we get to the end of the row. So we're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull up a loop. We have our 5 loops on the hook. We yarn over and we pull through all 5. And we close that by doing a single crochet in the next stitch. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go into the same stitch, pull up another loop. With those 5 loops on the hook, you're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 and secure that by doing a single crochet in the next stitch. So yarn over, into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, into the same stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 5 loops on the hook and single crochet into the next stitch. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, one more time into that same stitch and pull up a loop. See the 5 loops on the hook right there? You're going to yarn over, pull through all 5 and secure that by doing a single crochet in the next stitch. So continue doing this until you get to the end of the row, and I will meet back up with you. Okay, I have finished the row of our half double crochet clusters. Let me get it a little bit closer and kind of turn it so the light catches it so you can see the beautiful texture right there. Now in row 3, we are going to repeat row 2. So we're going to do the exact same thing again. I've already chained 1 and I've turned my work. So into the first stitch, I'm going to do my half double crochet cluster. In the next stitch, I am going to do a single crochet. In the next stitch, I'm going to do my half double crochet cluster. And in the next stitch, I am going to do a single crochet. One more time, we're going to do our half double crochet cluster. Sometimes yarn can just be a little bare, can't it? And in the next stitch, we do a single crochet. Go ahead and keep alternating between the half double crochet clusters and the single crochets all the way across the row. And I will meet back up with you at the end of the row. All right, I've completed row 3, and I tried to get some better lighting for you guys so you could see better. I know that maybe I shouldn't have picked a yarn that was so colorful to try this on, but you live and learn. So I've got row 3 completed, and now we're going to switch it up and we're going to go back to the herringbone half double crochet. So we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn our work, and now rows 4 through 6 we're going to work herringbone half double crochets all the way across the row. So again, you yarn over, insert into that first loop and pull up the loop, take that loop and pull it through the second loop, and then yarn over and pull through both loops. Yarn over, into the next stitch and pull up a loop, pull that loop through the middle loop, yarn over and pull through the 2 remaining loops. Yarn over, into the next stitch and pull up a loop, pull that loop through the second loop, yarn over, and pull through the remaining 2 stitches. I am so sorry, guys, the phone seems to be ringing. Everyone always calls when you don't really want them to. Yarn over and pull up a loop, pull that loop through the second loop, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. Yarn over, into the next stitch and pull up a loop, pull that loop through the middle loop, and then yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Yarn over, into the next loop and pull up a loop, pull that loop through the middle loop, yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 stitches. Go ahead and keep doing your herringbone half double crochets all the way across the row, and then repeat that for rows 5 and 6. I'll meet back up with you when I'm about done with row 6. Alright guys, I did my rows 4 through 6. Now let me just pick it up here, pull some of that loop through, and pull it up so you could see it a little bit better. Oh, seem to have a stray dog hair in there. Sorry about that. I do have 5 chihuahuas. So you can see the half double crochet cluster rows right here and here, and then 3 rows of the herringbone half double crochet. And if you flip it over, it literally is the same on both sides, so it's completely reversible. And again, I'm sorry about the color, guys. I probably should have picked something a little less flashy, a little less color changing. But this is pretty much the basis of the scarf, and what you're going to want to do is repeat rows 2 through 6 until the scarf measures about 75 inches, 65, 75 inches, depending on your preference, and then you repeat rows 2 and 3 and finish with 1 row of herringbone half double crochets. So go ahead and keep on working, repeating rows 2 through 6 until the scarf gets as long as you want it to be, and then end it with a row of herringbone half double crochets. And that'll make it look like the beginning right here. I hope you had fun on this tutorial. I enjoyed doing it with you. And I will see you again next time. Have a good day and keep on stitching. Don't forget to subscribe.